Hey everyone, welcome back to Brain Muffin at the Movies, which is becoming one of my more popular segments on this channel, and I really like doing these. And sometimes I talk for too long, and sometimes it's short. Hopefully this will be in between. So we have Avengers Endgame coming down the pike really quickly. That's the big barreling train. And what about the expectations for the box office? This is something that, this has been a very expensive movie. A lot of big names in this thing, and it's really wrapping up 11 years, right? So here we have from boundingintocomics.com. This is an article about Disney's box office expectations. So I take this with a grain of salt. Obviously, Disney could point a little on the low side and hope that it improves, or they might say, we're hanging the entire company on this thing and see what happens, because I don't know. So Disney box office expectations for Marvel Studios' upcoming epic Avengers Endgame has been revealed. According to our source, Disney expects Avengers Endgame to make $250 million at the domestic box office on opening weekend, and I bet you, I know, because of the way the sales went last week when it went on sale, the Fandango's website crashed. They're not going to have some things like happened with Marvel, where we had all these sold out theaters, yet pictures online showed no one or next to no one in the theater, and this was day after day after day. Not going to have to pull those shenanigans. I will expect these to be real. They expect it to go on to make $750 million in its entire box office run. I'm guessing that is just domestic only. My guess, I'm going to say it's going to go over $2 billion. I think it's going to beat The Force Awakens because, and I think it'll beat The Force Awakens if it has a very satisfying conclusion. If it is horrible, it's not gonna. It might reach 1.5 billion worldwide, but I think if it has a satisfying conclusion, people are going to go see it multiple times, and it'll go well over 2 billion worldwide. I would say that 750 million may have itself be $1 billion if it's good, and obviously audience expectations will be very harsh, but if it's a good conclusion, I think people will see it multiple times. The expectation is on par with what Avengers Infinity War made last year. It brought in $257 million on opening weekend. However, it would only earn $678.8 million on the domestic box office during its run. Which is surprising for Infinity War people. I know a lot of people who are kind of the normal normies, right? They're not in the comic books, just in the movies, like, oh my gosh, they killed off everybody. I mean, come on, it's Infinity War, it's Thanos. Of course, they already know it's in two parts. He's going to win the first part. Come on, let's be real. And the open box office expectations a little lower than Bloomberg's prediction. Back in March, they predicted Avengers Endgame would bring in $282 million. In fact, headline prediction that the film would make $300 million on opening weekend. That's a lot of money. The expectation is in line with Hollywood Reporter's prediction that would be anywhere between $200 and $250 million. A way to make a decision there. When tickets first went on sale for Avengers Endgame, almost all the ticketing sales websites and mobile apps crashed, and they did the exact same thing again. This article is a little behind the times, but not much. Actually, this should have been about the time all those were going on sale. Avengers Endgame comes to theaters on April 26th, and so on. What do you expect? So let me see if there are any. There are no comments, and I can't see them anyway. I didn't have it far enough down. But there aren't any comments, which is odd, at least in the list. This is John F. Trent. I think that is a fair assessment, mainly because here I think it's cautious because of Brie Larson and the things that she has said and some of the things that she's done on the press junkets for Endgame. It's starting to turn people off. If she's just blowing, granted, my understanding is Robert Downey Jr. was the only one outside of the production group that had a full script and knows what's going to happen. Everybody else had parts of scripts or fake scripts. There's multiple endings that were shot. So who knows? People may believe they know the ending when they really don't. But I said, if it's a satisfying ending to the vast majority of the people that have invested in all of the Marvel movies, or a majority of them, and they cannot wait for this movie, the ones who have to buy tickets opening day, if it's satisfying, they're going to see it multiple times. They're going to talk it up. People are going to go that second weekend, maybe even go in later in that first weekend if there's extra showings and things. There are still some tickets available open weekend. I don't think opening night. I think Thursday, Friday pretty much sold out. I know people are having to find theaters, miles from where they live to get in. I know we're talking about the work today. Some people got front row seats. They don't like front row, but that's the only thing open, and they're going to see it anyway. So I think if it's a satisfying ending, it'll blow through 200 million. It may blow through 250, and it may hit this 300 million. Especially if Captain Marvel is just kind of there like she should be and not one punching Thanos in the end. So what do you think? You think it's going to be 200? Do you think it's going to be 300? Do you think it's going to be some number that people, unprecedented 400 million or something absolutely crazy? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks, everybody. We will see you. Goodbye. Is that enough? Yeah, I think that's going to work. This one's there's actually several of these that are rather short. No, I don't have that. Okay. Is that too loud? Really? Okay. Yeah, okay, now I got it. There's a lot of there's some other background noise too we're picking up from somewhere. I don't know what. All right. Thanks. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.